integrated circuit course, that is the with the with the subject code KEC 501. Today we start the lecture 10 with the topic is the generalized impedance converter, and in short form we say that GIC. Okay. So, if you give the theory part of GIC, so impedance converter is basically RC, active RC circuit. Active RC circuit means generalized impedance converter is basically a combination of the passive element resistor and capacitor with the active element op amp. Okay. An impedance converter is used to simulate the frequency dependent parameters such as inductor, which is used in a active filter design. Okay. We know that at high frequency inductor role of inductor is very important for a filter designing. So, we not directly directly fabricate the inductor high value inductor value, but we have the choice. We make a circuit with the combination of the active element op amp and a passive element resistor and capacitor, but overall the effect of this circuit or a behavior of this circuit is behave as a inductor. Okay. So, this sentence says that the impedance converter is used to simulate the frequency dependent elements such as inductor, which is used for design a active filter. Okay. Simulation inductance means find an inductor from a integrated circuit by using the combination of RC element and op amps, because on a chip an inductor is very difficult to fabricate. It is very difficult to implement or a fabricate. Okay. We also give the definition of a GIC, impedance generalized impedance converter. So, it is basically a active RC circuit, that is the combination of passive element resistor capacitor with the active element op amp. Okay. GIC is invented by a Canadian professor academic Canadian academic, which name is the Andres Antonio. Okay. This is a reason behind we study GIC, generalized impedance converter. Okay. Okay. So, if you see the generalized impedance converter, so if we consider the circuit diagram for this one. Okay. Circuit diagram, how to made it is a circuit diagram for a GIC. So, it is a basic concept. First we select the 4 resistance. Let us suppose that we select okay. We select the resistor R1, R2, R3 and one capacitor C4 and one other resistor R. So, this will be the R1, R2, R3, C4 and R5. Now, we select the 2 component at a time, R1, R2 at same and R3, C4 next to R3 and C4. R1 and R2 combine with op amp 1. This is the A1 and R3 and C4 combined with the another op amp, input of op amp, this is the A2. Okay. Now, in our mind struck the point where the output of op amp A1 and A2 will be connect. So, if output will be connect to the next two element which have we selected, next two element is R3 and C4. So, output will be of A1 will be connect the mid of these two, and output of A2 will connect the mid of R1 and R2. Okay. This is the circuit for generalized impedance converter, okay, GIC. If we calculate the Zin, input impedance of this circuit, then we find Zin equal to we later derive the expression, but we see what is the value of Zin. For this circuit, Zin will be so S R1, R3, R5, C4 divided by R2. Okay. And this Zin will be look like as a S into L, where L is the inductor, L is inductor. If compare impedance in the form of S into something is defined as a inductor, and if we find the expression for Zin input impedance of this circuit, we get the Zin equal to S R1, R3, R5, C4 divided by R2. If you consider conventional Zin we write as Zin into S into L, L is inductor, then we get the L is R1, R3, R5, C4 divided by R2. Okay. So, this way we get the inductance. So, this circuit we have as an inductor, but it is originally not used inductor in implementation of this circuit, but in last when we calculate the input impedance of this circuit, we find it behave as a inductor. So, this circuit as a defined as a simulation inductance. If you simulate this circuit, we get inductor. Okay. So, next we try to derive the expression for input impedance. Then for this one, we consider the node A, okay, node A, and this will be the node B. Here is the node C, node D, and node E. Okay. Now, we consider the two node voltage V1 and node voltage V1. Okay. So, if you consider the node voltage V1 here, and due to virtual ground concept of op amp, okay, we see here this is the op amp A2 and it will be connected at the node B2. This is the complete circuit what we previous discussed. This is the complete generalized impedance circuit. Okay. So, we consider the node V1, and due to virtual ground concept, this is the plus terminal of A1 op amp A1 and negative terminal of op amp A1 will be same. So, same V1 will appear at the node C. So, node C has also the node voltage V1. Okay. If C we apply the virtual ground concept in op amp A2, then C will be sorted or a same potential with the node E. So, node E also has the potential V1. Node E also has the potential V1. Okay. So, then in derivation of op amp circuit, first we define the all nodes, okay, and second we define the all branch current, then we find the relationship between voltage current, and finally we get the impedance Zin impedance. Okay. So, if you consider this circuit for a derivation, and we also consider the branch current current across the R5 is I5, current across the C4 and is basically 1 upon SC4 is I4, current across the resistance R3 is I3, current across the resistance R2 is I2 and current across the resistance R1 is I1. Okay. So, this is our complete plot for a derivation. So, now consider circuit analysis. Assume that the node A has voltage V1. We say that this is the V1. Okay. So, node A has voltage, node A and node C has a virtual grounded. So, node C has also the voltage V1, node C has also the voltage V1, and from circuit C and node E also has also in virtual grounded, that is the node E has also the node voltage V1. We previously discussed about this. Okay. Now, next part of our analysis, we start to calculate the current voltage by the part by part. So, first we consider the resistance R5. Okay. So, R5 look like this is the V1 node V1 and this is the R5, this will be the ground, okay, and current across this is the I5. So, I5 we will get V1 upon R5 from this small portion of the complete circuit. Okay. Now, next the current across the resistor C4. If you see the node, this is the C4, okay, this is the I4 and here is the op amp and this current will be 0 due to high impedance of at the input side of op amp, current will be 0. So, this will be 0 and same current, this is the R5, I5 will be, okay. We apply the node KCL at this node, at this node A. If you apply the KCL at node A, then we get the I4 equal to I5 and this is equal to V1 upon R5. Okay. So, we get the two current component I5 and I4. Now, next the voltage across, okay, one thing is missing, it is not analysis. Voltage across the node B. Okay. What will happen? What does he say? He said that this is 1 upon SC4, this is the I4, this is the node A has a voltage V1, okay, and this is the R3, this is the node B and node B has the voltage VV. Okay. So, if after calculation of I4 we forward for I3, calculation of I3. So, for calculation of I3, if this is the node C has the voltage V1. So, for I3 we want V1 minus VB divided by R3. V1 is known, we assume that V1, but we do not know about what is the VV. So, first we calculate the voltage across node B and for this we write as the I4. I4 current is the VB minus VA divided by 1 upon SC4 and from this equation we get the VV. If we solve this equation, we get the VV equal to V1 plus V1 divided by R5 SC4. Okay. If we get the VV, then we easily calculate current component I3. How we can calculate? This is the R3, this is the I3. This is the VV, this is the V1. This node C, we prove that the node C has the voltage V1. Then I3 equal to V1 minus VV divided by R3. So, we get the current component I3. Okay. So, after I3, we get the current component, and from previously we put the value of V V, then we get the I 3 equal to minus V 1 divided by R 3 R 5 S C 4. Okay. So, we calculate the I 3. Now, next part is we calculate the current I 2. Okay. So, for I 2 we see in the complete circuit of GIC, general light impedance converter. So, how we calculate the I 2? So, we see here pictorial a small pictorial form the circuit. This is the R 2, this is the node C, it has the 2 op amp I 2, R 3, this is the I 3, and inside op amp current will be 0, this is the 0. So, if you apply the KCL at node C, we get the I 2 equal to I 3, I 2 equal to I 3, and we already calculate the I 3, which is minus V 1 upon S R 3 R 5 C 4. Okay. Now, next our purpose is calculate the current component I 1. So, for I 1, if you see, this is the R 1, this is I 1, this is the node D has the voltage V D, and here at this side okay, current E 1 at node E okay, at node E had the voltage V 1. So, if we calculate I 1, then we get I 1 equal to V 1 minus V D divided by R 1. So, for V D, first we calculate the V D, and how we can find the V D? So, if you see V D R 2, this is the V 1, C node had voltage V 1. So, we already get the I 2, okay. We know the value of I 2, and if you solve for voltage across V D, our purpose is first calculate the node voltage at the node voltage V D. So, I 2 equal to V D minus V C divided by R 2. If you apply here KCL, then V D minus V 1 divided by R 2. V C already known, that is the V 1, V C is the node voltage for the node C. Okay. So, we get the V D equal to V C plus I 2 R 2, and we know that the V C equal to V 1. So, we put here, if we put here, then we get V D equal to V 1 minus V 1 into R 2 divided by S R 3 R 5 C 4. Okay. Now, over the final aim current component I 1. Okay. So, this is the R 1, this is the I 1, this is the node E has already known voltage V 1, node D had the node voltage V D, and we find the value of V D. We already calculate V D from previous equation. As we see here, V D equal to V 1 minus V 1 into R 2 divided by S R 3 R 5 C 4. Okay. So, current across the resistance R 1, if you solve from this circuit a small portion of a complete circuit. So, we get the I 1 equal to V 1 minus V D divided by R 1. Okay. If you put the value of V D, then we get the I 1. We get the I 1, and if this is the complete of circuit GIC, here the node E and here the current I 1, okay, and the voltage across the node E is V 1, voltage across the node E is V 1, then if you solve the impedance, input impedance Z in, we get the V 1 upon I 1. Okay. So, if you calculate the I 1 and we get the I 1 in terms of V 1, then we easily find the what is the ratio of V 1 and I 1. So, Z in is the input impedance of GIC, as we see here. Here the complete GIC circuit, we extend the node E, input current I 1 and the input node voltage is V 1. Then we get Z in equal to V 1 I 1, Z n equal to V 1 I 1 S R 1 R 3 R 5 C 4 divided by R 2. And if we compare with the standard impedance for inductor, then we get the Z equal to S L, here the Z in equal to S L, and we compare, let us suppose that this is the this will be the equation A and this will be the equation B. Yeah, we use the another word, this is the x and this will be the y. Okay. If we compare equation x and y, compare equation x and equation y, then we get L equal to S R 1 R 3 R 5 C 4 divided by R 2. Okay. So, this is the complete derivation how the circuit we have as a inductor, which is originally made with the resistor, capacitor and op amp, but finally it treated or behave as a inductor. Now, next what is the drawback of this circuit? If we see, okay, if you see for a drawback, this is the GIC, okay. This is the complete inductor as a inductor, okay. And this side is a ground, this will be the ground section. Okay. And if you consider this is the y, node y, and this is the x, node x. Okay. So, where we can use, where we can GIC use? If let us suppose that we made a circuit C, this is the inductor, this is L R C, we have the two choice for making, let us suppose we consider the passive filter, this is the V in, this is the first, and second will be consider look like this is L, this is the C, this is the V in, this is the V out. Okay. If you see the resultant circuit of GIC, GIC has one node which connected the input, and if you consider the output side R 5 as a output side is strictly connected to ground, this will be the connected to ground. Okay. So, if we consider the first circuit as a passive filter, these are we have the two choice, this is the first passive filter, this will be the second passive filter. So, this circuit GIC will be applicable only the first, not in a second. Okay. We never use this GIC, या जो हमने GIC की resultant circuit पढ़ा, it cannot be used in a second type of filter, because if you use here GIC, let us suppose that we use the GIC here, okay. The input node is connected to V in, that is the okay, but output will be connected to ground. So, at this point we get the ground, it is not possible. It is not possible because if you here give the, if we here give the ground at this notation, we put the ground, then V out always equal to 0 volt, and we lost the meaning of filter. Okay. For this reason, we can say that for for this reason we can say that the simulation inductance can be used only in design of high pass filter and band pass filter. So, this circuit will be high pass filter. If you prove or we analyze the mathematics of the filter first. Okay. So, this will be the high pass filter, and this will be the filter 2, here is the 2 is a low pass filter. So, simulation inductance can be used only in design of high pass filter or a band pass filter. It cannot be used in a design of low pass filter. This is the drawback of the simulation inductance or a generalized impedance converter. We can never use at this point at a circuit such as type 2. ठीक है, टाइप 2 फिल्टर में हम कभी भी सिमुलेशन इंडक्टेंस का यूज नहीं कर सकते, क्योंकि उसका एक नोड ग्राउंड से कनेक्टेड होगा. अगर दूसरा नोड हम यहाँ पे ग्राउंड कनेक्टेड कर दें तो वी लॉस द पर्पज ऑफ आवर फिल्टर. ओके, this one consider as a disadvantage of the generalized impedance converter. So, we can say that the it cannot used in a low pass filter design where the filter is connected in a not connected in a shunt manner, connected in a series manner. So, where the inductor connected in a shunt manner with respect to V out, then we can use the simulation inductance, but where the inductor connected in a series manner with the V out, we does not use simulation inductance. Okay. Okay. So, this is the all about simulation inductance, where we use this circuit. Okay. We use this circuit for a design of a filter. So, in next class we discuss about the filter. Okay. So, we a small portion we give the idea about the filter. Okay. So, filter. So, in next lecture we discuss about the filter, and filter is basically a frequency selective circuit. Is a yeah, we can say that filter is a electric circuit we can use as a selection of the some band of frequency or a rejection of some range of frequency. Okay. So, filter is the basically frequency selective network which consider in a many application of communication engineering or electronics engineering. For example, if you see that the transmitter side of modulation technique will consist of a band pass filter, and receiver side will generally consist of low pass filter. Okay. So, in next class we discuss about in this we start about the filter, types of filter, and we also discuss about the active filter, passive filter, high frequency filter, low frequency filter, analog filter and digital filter. Okay. So, now we consider we stop here to and we stop here for the we stop this session here, and I will welcome you for a next lecture. Okay. Thank you.